My name is Robert Egger. I'm the creative director here at Specialized. I've been here 25 years. That's 175 years in dog years, so it's a frickin' long time. Like I said earlier, it's very collaborative here, so sometimes ideas come from engineering, sometimes ideas come from marketing, sometimes ideas come from the athletes. So I think as designers we have to have big ears. Like we walk around like this listening, right? We have to be able to listen. And we're kind of a service-oriented group for the rest of the company. We're the group that wants to take an idea and actually help bring it to fruition, whether it's building a prototype or doing a graphic or working closely with engineering or marketing or the athlete. We want to be part of the team that comes up with great stuff.
Hi, my name is Bob Lakes. I've been with Specialized for about 2 years. Been in the bicycle helmet industry and motorcycle helmet industry for about 22 years. Currently working as an industrial designer. Done a couple helmets already for Specialized and looking forward to doing some more. This is our shop right here. We make pretty much everything that you see out on the road in this shop, I think. It's pretty much safe to say. This, for instance, is a clay model, unfortunately broken, but it's still a clay model that was used to create this helmet eventually, the Dissident. So what we'll do is we'll start with what would be considered the smallest helmet that we could make that would safely pass all the standards we're interested in passing, and then add clay to that to create a shape that's a little bit more interesting than just a cue ball with a chin bar. So also the visor would be another thing that we'll develop in clay and then eventually turn that into a more rigid material through casting, but basically a reverse of this, and then a positive of it. We end up buffing out a bit more than what we can achieve in clay. So eventually we'll send that to an engineering group that does the reverse engineering for us, or depending on the product, we'll engineer it in-house. For helmets specifically, we will actually contract that part of it out. So over the next several months, that helmet will be turned into a mold where we can mold EPS parts. We'll end up maybe having to massage that shape so that it'll pass standards, and also work efficiently with ergonomic aspects of different human faces and so forth. Like the cheek pads, for instance, in a full face helmet are very critical as far as fit, and so we'll end up having to develop a number of different trial pads, and then athletes, for instance, we'll end up trying those, giving us feedback, and then we'll end up going through that process a few times.
My name is Mike McAndrews. I'm Director of Suspension Technologies for Specialized Bicycles. I manage a small group of engineers and technicians, and it's our responsibility to develop the suspension technology that's proprietary to Specialized. We have a lot of technology that we've developed, that we've patented, that you can find only on the Specialized bikes. So here in this lab is where we do most of that. Again, we do all the development and prototyping, and then we work with strong manufacturing partners like Fox Racing Shocks or Rock Shocks to bring the product to market. Primary functions, again, we come up with crazy ideas for suspension technologies, then we chase down proof of concept. So we do a lot of that here by making the first round of prototypes to figure out if these new ideas are actually going to work the way we want them to. And then we just go through the series of releasing for prototype testing, releasing for prototype and testing. We refer to it as fit, form, and function testing, and there's a lot of putting it together, field testing, taking it apart, and doing it again, just like you'd find in setting up motocross bikes. We also do a lot of lab testing across the street. We have a pretty sophisticated lab where we use a lot of MTS machines, so we do our structural testing there, as well as high-speed damping measurement, like on dynos, that type of stuff.
course, that's world renowned and very competitive. So, as you guys saw earlier, the whole company just stops. You know, whether they have assignments that are due or projects that are due, everybody just stops and gets on to ride their bike. So, whether it's hailing out, snowing, sleeting, earthquake, tsunami, you know, anything, we get out there and ride our bicycles. There's nothing that stops us. So it's a great release from a busy morning. We go out and ride, we eat a burrito or some barbecue, and then come back and hit the rest of the day.
Hi, my name is Nick Sims. I've been with Specialized for 21 years, so slightly less than Robert. It's like 170 dog years, I think he said. I've done various roles within the company, customer service. I ran our R&D shop, I've done all the athlete stuff, and more recently moved into sort of the PR side of it. In that role, I'm involved with media, getting bike tests out there, but also really help build our motorsports program, dealing with the athletes. It's a battle that we have. Obviously, we're a bike company and we're focused on winning Tour de France and other classics like that. But selfishly, you've heard from a few other people today that we're into anything with two wheels. If it's got a motor, then that's cool too. So luckily for us, we've had and still have the best athletes in the world that want to ride our products. Quite a while ago, Ezra Lusk was one of our very first athletes. Robert Egger's wife, Sandy, was at Fox and knew Ezra Lusk and got him involved. And then with Alden Baker, he came to us and approached us like, hey, I'm training Ricky Carmichael, he needs to cycle. So we kind of got through Alden Baker, ended up getting Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, the Hayden brothers. So we're branched out in pretty much every form of motorsports, from car guys, NASCAR, Formula One now, and obviously Supercross, motocross, and all the AMA road stuff and MotoGP.